Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. It's been a long time since I've made a video, maybe 3 or 4 months anyway. And we've been playing around with some pockets, and I thought that maybe I'd share a couple of them with you. Someone said that I should call this Hot Pockets. For some reason, that name does sound kind of familiar. I know I've heard it somewhere, but that is a cute name for this. It's made out of a circle, and I did see this from someone else. It's not my own idea, and I wish I could remember who it was. I watched so many videos, and I do thank the person. So whoever you are, if you're seeing this, I do thank you. Here is this pocket with goodies in it, as if it were actually in a book. And it has room for quite a bit of fun stuff, as you can see. This is the back of it. It's very plain on the back, and it's all folded to create these little pockets like that. So you can see there's lots of little places to tuck things. And what you're going to need for your Hot Pockets is double-sided paper. I'm going to make it with a salad dish because my circle cutter isn't here with me. But if you have a Scan and Cut or a Cricut or any of those, you can make your circles out of that. You'll need, for this method with the salad dish, a craft knife and a pad, glue, of course, and then this is going to be our method that I'll tell you about in a minute. I have made up some double-sided paper to make, or you can get double-sided paper, of course, from the store. This one is Graphics 45. It's just darling with a back on it. The problem with most of these papers is that it's heavy. It's cardstock, and you want something perhaps a little bit lighter, although I have made some out of the cardstock, and they work out fine. They're just harder to fold and work with. But you can sure get some pretty combinations out of the professional or the factory paper, designer paper. This paper I made by gluing 2 pieces together out of some of those tablets that you get that have the very thin paper. And putting 2 of those together is a little bit lighter weight, and it works very nicely, and that's what I've used in these. You do want a little bit of substance. I think making that out of just 1 sheet might be a little flimsy when you're tucking things in and out of it. So here's this one, and here's this one that we'll be playing with today, or maybe just one of them. And here is one I wanted to show you how I glue these together. I take a sponge brush, and I've made some decoupage glue out of about 2/3 school glue and water. And I like this, and it's less expensive than the matte finish acrylic sealer or Mod Podge. This works very nicely, and it's not sticky. When you put it on the front of papers, you don't get that stickiness that you get with Mod Podge. So this is my glue of choice for decoupage work. You could use a glue stick. There's another one by Scotch. I think it's Craft glue stick. Those 2 are very good. But the trick to these is to put a very heavy coating on and then press very hard. So that's the method. You would cover this whole area with the decoupage glue and then lay that down on there. And then I would take a bone folder and just press really hard from the center out to get rid of all the bubbles. And that works very nicely. All right, so that is how that is done. And let me show you how I make the circles. And this is a salad plate which measures about 8 inches. Don't look at the chip. Turn that upside down and get your craft knife and be very careful. The trick of using a craft knife is to press very hard on either your ruler if you're using it or this, and go very slowly. And I come around as far as I comfortably can and very slowly come around while I'm pressing down with my left hand. And you can only go about so far. And then you come back and come around the other way, remembering to go slowly and to press down with your plate, in this case, or your ruler. And if you go slowly, you'll be safe. And double check it, make sure you have it all. And I see there's a spot here, I guess, that is not working. There, that's looking pretty good. Oh, we missed something over here. Things like this you need to be patient with. And there, I think that just released it. All right, so now we have our circle. And what we want to do now is find the center. So we're going to fold it, but not crease it all the way. So you're going to take and pinch it right about there where you think is sort of the center, and make a little mark just in case you can't see that fold. And there you go. Now you're going to take one side and fold it in. And if you have a board like this, you kind of line it up on the board so that your next one can be parallel. And you can leave this open a little bit, or you can go all the way in. See, here's my center mark right there. So you can come in all the way, but I like to back off about 1/4 of an inch on each side. And then fold that in. Now line this up on a line. Bring this side in to about the same distance away from the center that this one is over here. And sort of swivel that around until you're lining up with the line on your board. And sort of wiggle it around till you get it just about right. And it doesn't have to be precise because it's going to be folded, and it's not rocket science. So there you are. Now you have that part done. Now you're going to fold that up as far as you want, really. You can go clear up here, or you can go about halfway, because there, where did our center mark go? Center mark's way down here. So you're going to be up above your center mark. And let's just decide to do it right there. Kind of line these two edges up so that they're equal. And I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder there. Now here's the fun part. You open this up, open that up, and you see this fold line here? See that fold line right there? I don't know if you can see it on the video, but when you do that, you will be able to see it. And you're going to cut that fold line into this fold line. See that? Just like that. Now let's do this one. Right into that little place where those lines all come together. You could actually make a cute little box out of that right now. All right, so fold this in again. Fold this in. Now fold this backwards. It's going this way to start with, but you're going to fold it backwards this way, fold it backwards this way. Now, you could also switch the whole thing around. You could do it and fold these backwards the other way, and it could be like this with the dark print inside. That one going that way, and this one going this way. So you have some choices there. I kind of like it this way. Now, to see these edges right here, it's nice to see that edge. So what you want to do is ink at least this edge right here. First, you can do it this way too. I'm a very messy crafter. Every once in a while I'll clean this off, but in the meantime I do messy things. And I think I'm going to also ink this edge here since we did the other one. So let's ink these edges. I do have some little sniblets here on the edge. I don't know if you can see them, but you can take those off. All right, so there, 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 there. Now, with the ink on this edge, you can see how that stands out. Now, you don't have to do too much gluing. You're going to glue this edge here, because you remember you want to make pockets, and you don't want to glue them shut. So just those two edges there, and the bottom edge. Right there, and right there. And fold those in. And ta-da! There you go. There is your Hot Pocket. And you are ready to have it filled up with goodies and put it in your book. And I like to make several ahead of time and keep and stash them. And they're ready to go when I'm putting pages together in my journal. So there you go. Let's review that again. And you can take a screenshot of this if you like. You're going to cut the circle, find the center, fold each side to the center, or maybe a little bit out from the center. Fold up the bottom, open and cut the flaps, and then glue. I didn't have room to put glue here, but there it is. And I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll try to make some Hot Pockets. And it was so much fun to be with you today. You take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.